from struggle to legend. Every legend was once just an ordinary person. They fell, they doubted, they got tired. But one thing set them apart. They didn't stop. Legends weren't made because they were perfect. They were made because they refused to be defeated. Because they dared to stand while the world tried to break them. Are you fighting today? Then you shaping your story. The story that will one day be called legend. Every wound on this journey, every sleepless night, every tear, they aren't burdens. They are chapters in your history. Legends are not born from comfort, but from conflict, from failure, from the choice to rise again. You don't need the world to recognize your name, because true legends aren't about fame, they're about impact. About a fire that spreads in the hearts of others, about a struggle that makes others believe they can fight too. Rise, become a story worth telling, not because you never fell, but because you dared to face the world with scars on your chest and fire in your eyes. When people ask, who was the greatest inspiration? Let them say, someone who never quit. Someone who was hurt, but became a legend. Because you're not just passing through another day, you're writing destiny. And every step you take is a step from struggle to legend. Keep moving, keep writing. This is your legacy. There is no victory without sweat. Everyone wants to win. Everyone wants to stand on top. They hear the applause and praise. But only a few are willing to grind in silence, to sweat while others sleep. Victory is not a prize. Victory is the result of sweat, of wounds, of relentless grit that no one ever sees. You want success? Then get ready to sweat more than those who only dream. They don't see the late nights when you keep trying. They don't know how heavy your steps feel when you're close to giving up. But you keep moving. Sweat isn't weakness. It's the body language of a fire that refuses to be put out. Tired today? Good. It means you're carving out your own road. Because the road to victory is never free. Those who chase easy results will never know the sweetness of what's been fought for. But you do. You know that every drop of sweat is a sign you're closer. Not just to victory, but to the best version of yourself. So don't stop just because you're tired. Let the sweat pour. Let the fatigue stand as witness that you deserve to win because you chose to work hard, not just wish hard. Remember this. There is no victory without sweat because only those who are willing to get soaked deserve to stand on the podium. Keep sweating. Keep fighting. The podium's waiting for you. Flame that never goes out. That's what makes you unstoppable. The fire that never dies. Inside you is something the world can't extinguish. Not a loud voice, not a big stride, yet a small flame that never gives up. When everyone leaves, when hope starts to dim, that's when the fire inside you keeps burning. Not because everything's easy, but because you choose to keep burning, even when the winds turn against you. They ask, why haven't you stopped? Because they don't know this flame isn't a choice, it's a calling. A candle that burns in the dark, doesn't scream, doesn't shout, it just keeps giving light. You don't need recognition. You're not waiting for spotlights. You just keep walking, keep burning, keep shining. Others might quit after 2 failures, but you failed 10 times and still carry the same fire you had when you started. That's your power. A fire that never dies, not because it never wavered, but because you refuse to let it go out. And when the world asks, who's a true leader? But the one who keeps burning when every other flame goes out. Because a small, consistent flame is stronger than a big one that burns fast and fades away. Keep burning, even if you're alone. Keep blazing, even if no one sees. Because one day, your little flame will ignite thousands of souls. So stay lit, champ. The world needs your fire. Strong doesn't mean never weak. Many people misunderstand strength. They think being strong means never crying, never shaking, never feeling tired. But that's the lie that strips us of our humanity. Because the truth is, being strong means you still stand even after your soul has been crushed. Strong doesn't mean you're never weak. Strong means you still choose to try, even when you're on the edge of giving up. Anyone can smile when life is easy. But those who smile while carrying the weight on their chest, that's true strength. There are days when you feel broken. That's not a sign of weakness. It's proof you're still alive, still caring, still fighting. You cry tonight, that's okay. You feel empty, you're human. But you still wake up tomorrow. And that alone is extraordinary. Don't let the world's fake standards define your worth. You don't have to be perfect to be strong. You just have to be sincere in holding on and honest with yourself. And when someone asks, what does it mean to be strong? Let your answer be simple. I've been weak, but I never quit. That's strength. That's resilience. And that's you. Keep showing up, because even on your hardest day, you're still the one who didn't give in. My struggle is my message to the world. I don't need a big microphone. I'm not waiting for a grand stage. Because every wound I carry, every step I take in the middle of a storm is my message to the world. I may not be a writer, but my struggle is a story that's real. A story not written in ink, but in sweat and tears. When life knocked me down, I could have stayed silent, but I didn't. I chose to speak through my actions, to shout through my perseverance. Because the loudest voice often comes from the most silent yet unwavering heart. I know this world is full of doubt, but I want to be the proof. Proof that dreams stay alive if you keep moving. That hope never dies if you keep holding on. We're all sending a message, either a message of defeat or a message of hope. And I choose the latter. If anyone sees me today, sees how I keep walking even if I stumble, sees how I keep smiling even when my heart is torn, let that be the message. You can too. You are strong. You are worth rising. I'm not waiting for the world to change. I'm showing the world that it can change when one person decides not to give up. Because in the end, my struggle isn't just about me. It's about leaving a light for those who come after me. Keep moving, keep shining, keep speaking with your grit. The world is listening. Life doesn't always give you options. Sometimes you're not given time to complain, no room to delay. You only get two choices, break or rise. And I choose to rise, not because it's easy, but because I know staying still means disappearing. And I'm not done yet. I rise not because the pain is gone, but because the ones I love can't see me quit. I rise because there's a promise in me, a promise that I won't be a victim of circumstance, but the author of a destiny I fought for myself. Sometimes all you have left is a breath, but with that breath, you scream to the world, I'm still here. It's not easy to take a step when your heart is bleeding. It's not easy to smile when the world is still unfair. But I'm not waiting for the world to change. I have to change so I can change everything. You see me today and think I'm strong? No. I just refuse to be broken. And in that refusal, I built my strength. Because when every reason to rise is gone, what's left is will. And will change history. So if you ask me, why do you keep moving when everything's heavy? I'll tell you this. Because I'm not walking for comfort. I'm fighting for my life, and I must win. This isn't a choice. This is purpose, and I'm built for the fight.